Hello students, good morning to all of you. Students, today we will learn laws of limiting friction. Okay, in the last class हमने पढ़ा कि फ्रिक्शन कितने टाइप के होते हैं, उनके टाइप्स को हमने समझा एंड now today we will discuss on laws of limiting friction. As per our previous class knowledge, we would understood about that the magnitude, which is the first law of limiting friction, the magnitude of the force of limiting friction are between the surfaces of two body in contact is directly proportional to the normal reaction between them. That is, F is directly proportional to R, and after taking out proportional to sign we get F is equal to mu R, where R mu is coefficient of proportional to or proportional to constant. We will learn about this proportional to constant mu, coefficient of friction, in the next topic. Now, for the body, normal reaction R is always equal to mg, which is weight of the body work in downward. So by this relation F is proportional to R, we get if F increase, then F equal to P, which we say P is the limiting friction, is also increased. That is, more force is required to move a heavy body than to move a lighter body. Clear? अगर हमारे पास कोई हैवी बॉडी है तो उसको हम जब चाहेंगे कि उसको मूव करा दें तो हमें उसमें ज़्यादा वेट लगाने की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी. एज प्रैक्टिस यू विल डू इट इन योर होम बाय यूजिंग सम experiments, like if you have two book on the table, one book on the table, and when you push it, ठीक है, by a force applied by your palm, you will observe that it will move less easily in comparison to when you put on the same book 5 or 7 book more, then you will find you have to put the एक्स्ट्रा फोर्स टू मूव इट. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट देखेंगे द डायरेक्शन ऑफ फोर्स ऑफ लिमिटिंग फ्रिक्शन आर इज ऑलवेज अपोजिट टू द डायरेक्शन इन विच द वन बॉडी इज एट वर्ज ऑफ मूविंग ओवर द अनदर. ठीक है, जब कोई बॉडी, जैसे कि इसके लिए हम यहाँ पे देखते हैं कि ये कोई बॉडी रखी हुई है और इसको हम इस तरफ से F फोर्स लगाकर खींचते हैं. ठीक है, तो जो इसमें डेवलपिंग फोर्स होता है वो ऑलवेज टू बॉडी इन कांटेक्ट के अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में होता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड फोर्स ऑफ लिमिटिंग फ्रिक्शन. ऑलवेज जो इसमें डेवलप होगा फोर्स ऑफ लिमिटिंग फ्रिक्शन Fs, वो ऑलवेज अपोजिट टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ मोशन होगा. द बॉडी मूव्स इन डायरेक्शन ऑफ अप्लाइड फोर्स, okay, with a velocity v. Next, the force of limiting friction is independent of the apparent area of contact, so long as normal reaction between them, between the two surfaces in contact, the force of reaction is remain same. ये मैंने आपको लास्ट क्लास में बताया था. सपोज ये बॉडीज हैं इस तरह से, ओके, दिस वे. तो ये वाला जो टोटल एरिया होता है बॉडी का, दिस इज कॉल्ड अपरेंट सरफेस. अपरेंट सरफेस, ओके, एंड द पॉइंट्स this and this one, these all points are called point of actual contact. Point of actual contact. ओके, पॉइंट ऑफ एक्चुअल कॉन्टैक्ट। तो जो नॉर्मल रिएक्शन डेवलप होता है स्टूडेंट, वो ये जो पॉइंट्स हैं पॉइंट ऑफ एक्चुअल कॉन्टैक्ट्स, इन पे डेवलप होता है। तो भले ही ये बॉडी कितने भी बड़े अपरेंट सरफेस एरिया पे क्यों ना रखी गई हो, और ये जो कांटेक्ट में आएगी ओनली फॉर दीज पॉइंट, फॉर दिस इज फॉर द रफ सरफेस, एज द सरफेस इज स्मूथ द कांटेक्ट पॉइंट इंक्रीजेस। ठीक है, सो the area also increase due to the increase in contact point. Next point is the force of limiting friction between any two surfaces in contact depends on the nature of material, which is rough surface or the smooth surface of the surfaces of contact, that is force of adhesion। जब रफ और रफ सरफेस होंगी या स्मूथ सरफेस होंगी, इन दिस केस होगा क्या कि अगर रफ सरफेसेस हैं तो पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट इस तरह से कम होंगे, लेकिन स्मूथ सरफेस में ये पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट थोड़े बढ़ जाते हैं। ठीक है, इन दिस केस हम देखते हैं कि जो फोर्स ऑफ एडिशन होता है वो भी बढ़ जाता है ड्यू टू इंक्रीज इन पॉइंट ऑफ कांटेक्ट और फोर्स ऑफ एडिशन बिटवीन द सरफेसेस। हमने लास्ट क्लास में पढ़ा था, जब जो एडिशन फोर्स होता है वो रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है एडेसिव प्रेशर के, एंड द एडेसिव प्रेशर इज मेजरमेंट ऑफ द फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन, देयरफॉर एंड देयर स्टेट ऑफ पॉलिश। ये इसकी सिचुएशंस हैं। जस्ट नोट डाउन दीज फॉर लॉज ऑफ लिमिटिंग फ्रिक्शन। Okay. Okay, students. Next topic is coefficient of friction. Okay. According to the law of friction, according to the law of friction, laws of friction, it is observed that the applied force is always proportional to the normal reaction. Okay, so by using this in place of proportional to sign equal to, we get F is always equal to mu R, where mu can be result as F is equal to mu is equal to F upon R. Okay, where mu is proportional to constant, and it is known as coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction. Okay, so we also know that F is equal to ma, which is applied force, and R is equal to weight of the body, mg. Therefore we can calculate this from this relation. F is equal to mu mg. Okay, now by using these two values we get mu is equal to ma upon mg. Now here cancel, we get the mu is equal to a upon g. Clear? Hence acceleration is equal to mu times of g. The value of coefficient of friction for any surface is value of mu for any surface any two surfaces in contact is always less than 1. Hence we say that the acceleration is smaller than acceleration due to gravity. Okay, mu is also called coefficient of limiting friction. Coefficient of friction और coefficient of limiting friction. ठीक है, तो हम coefficient of limiting friction को define कर लेते हैं by this. Therefore mu is equal to F upon R. By using this relation, coefficient of limiting friction is defined as ratio of force of limiting friction to force of limiting friction to force of, या हम डायरेक्ट कह सकते हैं टू नॉर्मल रिएक्शन, force of normal reaction between them. Okay, this is the coefficient of limiting friction. Okay, in place of, if we use in place of mu k, and in place of force of limiting friction Fk, then this is known as force of kinetic friction, and the friction between the contact of two body is called coefficient of kinetic friction. Then we define coefficient of kinetic friction is defined as the ratio of force of kinetic friction to force of kinetic friction to the normal reaction between the surfaces or between them. Okay, this is force of kinetic friction. So we also understood from here the mu is always greater than mu k, that is force of coefficient of limiting friction is always greater than coefficient of kinetic friction. Then we also said that F is always greater than Fk. ये हमने लास्ट फ्रिक्शन कर्व में भी देखा था. ओके स्टूडेंट, नेक्स्ट हम लेते हैं एंगल ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज एंगल ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. एंगल ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, थोड़ा सा पहले समझते हैं हम कि एंगल ऑफ फ्रिक्शन कैसे है. देखिए, सपोज एन ऑब्जेक्ट इज प्लेस्ड over the surface of the another object having its mass m. Okay, therefore its weight is always work downward, that is mg. Okay, so this object is presses thus okay, let it be surface 1 and this is surface 2. तो हम क्या कहेंगे कि object 1 presses the surface 2 downward with a force of mg. Clear? Now, so the second surface applied a normal reaction just opposite to the direction. Let it be okay, this is R. This is normal reaction applied by the body. Now if we want to move this object, this suppose this is placed over here and we want to be move it in direction of लेफ्ट टू राइट. ये है लेफ्ट और ये है राइट, और हम इसको मूव करना चाहते हैं विद अ फोर्स बाय यूजिंग अ फोर्स एफ इन डायरेक्शन ऑफ, लेट इट बी इन डायरेक्शन ऑफ राइट. ओके, then the body is moved in forward direction, therefore a force of limiting friction is work in between the contact on the body, let it be Fs. Okay. now for calculating the direction of this Fs, we need to get the resultant of normal reaction and the force of limiting friction. Therefore, when we complete this rectangle, then the resultant direction of the force of limiting friction is makes an angle of theta with the reaction. Okay, then we have here perpendicular and this base and perpendicular. ये जो है हमारे पास, हम इसको this suppose this value is O, this value is A, and this value is B, and this is C. Therefore हम फिगर से देख सकते हैं कि OA इक्वल टू CB और BC के बराबर होगा. क्लियर? Therefore we have the perpendicular OB is equal to AC. तो हम यहां से देखेंगे कि जो हमारा एंगल ऑफ थीटा है, और वी से एंगल ऑफ फ्रिक्शन, दिस एंगल इज ऑल्सो इज बेसिकली नोन एज एंगल ऑफ फ्रिक्शन. सो दिस एंगल ऑफ फ्रिक्शन इज गिवन बाय द बेस and the perpendicular BC. Therefore, angle of friction tan theta is perpendicular BC upon OB, which we get this Fs is given by F. So this Fs upon this R. Clear? This R, and F upon R we learn is equal to mu. Therefore angle of friction theta is equal to F upon R, and from here we get tan theta is equal to mu also. Okay, then we can use also theta is equal to tan inverse mu. Okay, and from here we can use angle of friction theta is tan inverse F upon R. Now we can define the angle of friction is in the ratio of the force of limiting friction to the normal reaction between the two objects. Okay. Hence students, we can define angle of friction as the angle of friction between any two surfaces in contact is defined as the angle which the resultant makes of the force of limiting friction F and normal reaction R makes with the direction of normal reaction. It is represented by theta. That is, this is the resultant between the limiting friction and the normal reaction. So the angle makes by the force of limiting friction with the direction of normal reaction is theta, is known as angle of friction. Therefore by this relation, this one, ठीक है, by this relation the coefficient of limiting friction between any two surfaces in contact is equal to the tangent of the angle of friction between them. This is the angle of friction. Just note down. Okay, next. Next topic is angle of repose. Angle of repose और एंगल ऑफ स्लाइडिंग, और 1 मिनट, इसी को स्टूडेंट रेस्टिट्यूशन भी बोलते हैं, रेस्टिट्यूशन, एंगल ऑफ रेस्टिट्यूशन और एंगल ऑफ स्लाइडिंग, एंगल ऑफ स्लाइडिंग. ओके, अब आप समझ ही रहे होंगे नाम से कि एंगल ऑफ रिपोज या रेस्टिट्यूशन क्या है. दिस इज, जस्ट वी टेक अ सिचुएशन. सपोज द ऑब्जेक्ट इज प्लेस्ड ओवर द inclined surface and the angle of inclination, okay, or angle of the inclined surface with the 2 point is theta. Okay, let we say in place of theta is alpha. Now an object is placed over the inclined surface of mass m, then due to its weight it apply a force on the surface mg. Okay, this is the first situation. Then in this case the object of mass m presses the surface at where it is kept, okay, downward. So the surface applied a normal reaction in upward direction. This is R, or direction of normal reaction. Then we observe here that the direction of normal reaction is makes an angle this is direction of normal reaction, and it is observed that it will makes an angle which is also equal to alpha. Okay, then we resolve here and we observe that the body is moves downward, body is moves downward in this direction, ठीक है, and the friction appears in the opposite direction. Okay, this is force of friction. Clear? Now we can resolve the component of the weight of the body in the rectangular component as mg sin alpha and mg cos alpha. So the mg makes the component of mg work in the direction of alpha is mg cos alpha, and for perpendicular direction this is equal to mg sin alpha. Clear? So we observe here the angle of reaction is equal to or balanced by the mg cos alpha, and the force of friction is calculated by using the mg sin alpha. It is very clear from the figure that the body, there should be three forces acted on the body. One is weight of body, weight of the body, that is W is equal to mg, और इसका जो डायरेक्शन है ये है डाउनवर्ड. सेकंड, फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन, force of friction. Okay, this is F and its measure is given by mg sin alpha. Clear? And the third situation is force of normal reaction. Force of normal reaction. Normal reaction R, which is equal to mg cos alpha. इसे हम इक्वेशन फर्स्ट लेट कर लेंगे एंड दिस इज इक्वेशन सेकंड. ओके, नाउ this force is working upwards. Okay, now coefficient of friction, coefficient of friction, mu is equal to F upon R. By putting the value we get mg sin alpha upon mg cos alpha. Here this mg cancel, then we get the mu is equal to sin upon cos is equal to tan alpha. But we know that the coefficient of friction F upon R is equal to tan theta or angle of friction. Therefore equal to mu. Therefore tan alpha is equal to tan theta, and alpha is equal to theta. Hence the coefficient of friction, angle of friction and angle of repose are equal to each other. Hence we define angle of repose. Angle of repose or angle of sliding. Angle of sliding is defined as angle of sliding is defined as the minimum okay. Hence the angle of repose or angle of sliding is defined as the minimum angle of inclination of a plane with the horizontal such that a body placed on the plane just being to slide down the inclination. देखिए स्टूडेंट, इसको हम थोड़ा सा समझ भी सकते हैं by using an example. See, this duster is placed over the surface of this notebook or book. When as increase the angle of inclination like this, the body did not start moving, but as the angle increase, time is comes, the body moves. This is the angle of inclination or angle of repose with the horizontal and the inclined plane. Note down this. Thank you.